What if I told you one of the greatest jazz stories ever ends with a Brazilian albino musician punching Miles Davis in the face? Not only did it happen, Miles actually loved it. Stick with us to know this crazy story. To understand why, we need to go back to a place very far from New York jazz clubs. Long before New York, Hermeto Pascoal was born in rural northeastern Brazil, an albino child in a region where sunlight was brutal. Because of his condition, he couldn't spend much time under the sun, so while other children worked in the fields, Hermeto stayed in the shade, listening to birds, to rivers, to animals, to the wind. Years later, he would say that nature was his first music teacher. Hermeto wasn't interested in traditional rules. He could make music with teapots, animals, water, children's toys, anything. To him, everything had rhythm. Everything had melody. If you're liking this video, don't forget to leave us a comment and subscribe to the channel. We'll be posting news stories every week. By the late 1960s, musicians across Brazil were already whispering the same thing. This guy might be a genius. In 1970, percussionist Hermeto Pascoal brought Hermeto to New York. At the time, jazz was changing, and one man was leading that revolution: Miles Davis, the creator of Kinda Blue, the architect of jazz fusion, a truly musical giant. When Miles first heard Hermeto, something happened. He became obsessed. Of course, Miles didn't trust anyone. He wanted proof. So he sat at a piano and started hitting random notes. Then he asked Hermeto to identify them, one after another, and Hermeto got every single note right. Miles couldn't believe it. This wasn't talent. This was something else. But Miles had one more test, because besides music, he loved boxing. In fact, he had a boxing ring inside his own house. One day, he handed Hermeto a pair of gloves and challenged him. Most people would have said no. Hermeto wasn't most people. Hermeto had a unique advantage. He was cross-eyed. Miles focused on one eye, but the other eye was watching everything else. Then, bam! Hermeto landed a clean punch directly on Miles's face. The room went silent. Then Miles started laughing, and from that day on, they became friends. The friendship changed music forever. Miles recorded 3 compositions written by Hermeto, but when the album Live Evil was released, Hermeto's name wasn't credited. The music was there, the recognition wasn't. But history eventually corrected itself. Today, Hermeto Pascoal is recognized as one of the most original musicians who ever lived. Not just in Brazil, anywhere. Because in a world full of musicians trying to sound like someone else, Hermeto Pascoal created a sound that could only belong to him. And somehow, that journey included punching Miles Davis in the face. Music history is full of stories that almost no one knows, and this is just one of them. If you enjoy discovering the hidden moments behind the world's greatest musicians, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next story.